Hello, everyone. Today's Halloween comic book review is for The House of Mystery, but it's issue 299. Before I talk about this, I just want to mention if you're checking out this video this weekend, Comics Curing Cancers has a bunch of stuff going on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, tons of awesome stuff you can bid on. There's Wooden Hearts that end tomorrow that are you can bid on their sites. We had the first show so far to this morning. Legion of Comics did a show. Gave away, not gave away, but auctioned off a lot of wonderful things. Uh, some awesome comics that I wanted to get in on. Some that were left because I got there late and people got ahead of me, so that was a bummer. But they will have lots more over the weekend, so I ain't too worried. I don't need to blow all my money on the first day. uh, But Comics Curing Cancer, the next show is at 1 p.m. Central Time. Coming up on oh, MJ Comics, and he's going to be interviewing Mark Spears this afternoon. So if you're catching this before that, you might want to go to MJ Comics I think it's between 1 and 3 p.m. Central Time. Uh, and you can catch hopefully an awesome interview with Mark Spears. He's the talk of the town right now, so might as well check him out. Uh, but yeah, they got events all weekend long. They got raffles going on tomorrow night and with artwork, Sunday night with all kinds of other things that were donated and stuff. So you can get in on those. It's just going to be one big weekend of fun to support a shitty disease. But we're hoping that, I say we're talking about it for so long with other people and stuff. They are hoping to hit at least 60,000 in donations. So hopefully, I don't see that being a problem, but we'll see what happens. But I seen the total they are up to earlier, and now I forgot what it was. But I'm not going to throw a number out there without having the deets. But yeah, today's comic is an iVampire story, and it was a lot of fun. This one is great because you get a taste of, and there's our Crypt Keeper telling us about the stories that we're going to be reading here pretty soon. Yeah, your ears. Gotta get some more ointment in there. But the iVampire story is a continuing story, but we get to see that he's traveling with two people and they're trying to get him to his ex girlfriend. I'm assuming, I'm pretty sure it was ex girlfriend or ex wife. I don't think it was a wife. Uh, the one he's traveling with now, she's more, she's a lot nicer and she's human. But iVampire, back in the day when they were making out or whatever, he ended up turning her. And when he turned her, she turned into a mega meanie, I'll just call her. uh, and she's got these red day hunters that are hunting for iVampire. When they come across this crew with their vehicle and the coffin in the back, and they start shooting it up, hoping to get some sunlight into the coffin to take out iVampire. The vehicle crashes, and the coffin ends out outside the vehicle. The guys shoot it full of holes, and iVampire ends up on the ground, starting to burn up. For some reason, the earth opens up, and he falls into the earth. So do the people with him, and eventually they see, and he starts to get major bloodlust, uh, wanting to drink them, the people that brought him. And so he sat there, and uh, some like fire department, police showed up, and they yelled down into they broke a hole into the pit and yelled down into it to see if anyone was down there. And I Vampire's like, good, now I got enough room to turn into a bat and get the heck out of here, get back home, and he can drink one of his bottles of blood wine or whatever he has, all set up back at the castle. And so while he does that, he leaves them. He's like, they'll have you out of here in a couple hours or whatever. Let them take care of you, and he'll take care of his bloodlust. When he does go back, he decides that he's just, it's too dangerous for them to travel with him, and uh, with him being hunted, and he's worried about them. So, in order to keep them from harm, he leaves them a note and disappears. It'll lead into the next storyline. The second story is Think Like a Tiger. This one I've read before, uh, or I read very similar ones before, but basically you got a hunter that's out hunting a creature that's stalking people and attacking people. So he gets called in to catch this predator, and when he does, the predator starts stalking him, as you would expect, and trying to protect itself. So it's gonna go after him, and you can. And these are all like the old style horror comics where you just got a few pages of story, pretty much expected, or sometimes a little twist to the ending and stuff like that. This one was interesting. I like this story. You have a day without sunshine, and this story basically everybody's getting off the planet. I don't even know if they really said it, but I don't think it's Earth. I think it's a different planet, but they sold their sun. So someone's going to come and take the sun away. And they have a new planet all picked out that they're going to go to, and we'll load up on the ships and get going to the new planet, because the next day the sun's going to be taken away, and this old guy wasn't at the ship, so his wife goes looking for him, finds him. He's like, I'm not leaving this place. This is my home. I've lived here forever. I'm going down with the sun. And she does not like that he's doing that. They keep trying to talk. She keeps trying to talk him into getting his butt on the ship. And so does the robot that would have been left behind anyways, because he's expendable. It's their personal robot. And when they do get back, get him talked into actually going on this trip to a new planet. Uh, they head down to the ship. They get to the ship. They're like, good, we made it in time. And then the ship shoots off into space, so they're stuck there. And they just gotta deal with it now, and they will. And they are pretty old, so it's not gonna matter. You're gonna die anyways eventually. But then we got Small Fry. This was a fun twist on this, where you got humans coming to the ocean to collect the spawning fish, the little itty bitty. Uh, it's called Small Fry, grunions, the grunion run. Uh, Basically, grunions are a lot like on Wednesdays during Lent, we do mackerel. Is it mackerel? God, I made hundreds of orders every week. Why do I got mackerel in my head? That just doesn't sound right. But yeah, they're the little silverfish. Used to have to clean those damn things, thousands upon thousands of them every Lent. But you see all these people coming down to collect fish. Well, aliens know that they come down to collect the fish in troves. So the aliens are sitting there waiting for the humans. Then they start collecting the humans, and then they take that the aliens are big fish-like creatures, and they got jars full of humans that they're cooking up, eating, and yeah, that one was a really fun twist. I really liked that one a lot. Uh, the Small Fry story was done by Bill Kelly, S.R. Bazette, P. Bernard Jr., Carl Gafford, and Karen Berger. Our little elderly spaceship trip where they sold the sun was done by Roger McKenzie, Dan Spiegel, Ben Oda, and C. Gafford. And then our little tiger story was done by Dan Mishkin, Gary Cohn, Jose Mutasenic, Espedy, and Carl Gafford. And our first story is Vampire Story. Is done by Bruce Jones, Tom Sutton, Gasper, Adrian Roy, and Karen Berger. Created by J.M. DeMatteis. Yeah, fun. Number 299, I said. Yep. So check that out if you're into House of Mystery, iVampire, and stuff like that. I liked it. I mean, the Tiger Story was the one I liked the least just because I've read it or versions of it like many times before where they're going on the great hunt and then they end up being hunted. But yeah, keep following Under the Call of MS, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment. I'll comment back. Check out Comics Curing Cancer this weekend. If you have not yet, there's only been one show. I keep saying we. I'm not part of the thing. I'm just promoting it because I believe in it, and I'm gonna make sure I buy some stuff from it. It was really hard not to buy a bunch of stuff right away this morning, but I got on it late. I didn't realize how early it was starting, and I stupidly slept in, uh, which is probably a good thing because I would have probably blown my allowance for the weekend all on the first show. But yeah, some really awesome stuff out there that they donated or sold. Yeah. So check that out, and we will be back with more sometime soon. Thanks. Bye.